Seymour's life was a whirlwind of historical facts, scenic routes, and captivating narratives. As a tour guide in London, he spent his days guiding eager tourists through the labyrinth of the city's history and culture. He had a talent for bringing the past to life, making each tour a memorable experience. But beyond the cobblestone streets and iconic landmarks, his personal life was a far cry from the order and enthusiasm he displayed at work. His small flat was perpetually cluttered, and he struggled to keep up with the simple routines of daily life. One bright summer morning, Seymour prepared for his usual tour, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. Despite his chaotic personal life, these tours were his sanctuary. He arrived at the meeting point near the Tower of London, where a group of tourists had already gathered. Among them, one person stood out, an elegant woman with a warm, confident smile that seemed to light up the entire square. She was different, and Seymour felt an inexplicable pull towards her. "Good morning, everyone." Seymour greeted the group with his usual enthusiasm. "I'm Seymour, and I'll be your guide today as we explore the wonders and secrets of London." The woman, whose name he later learned was Dr. Maya Kapor, listened intently as he spoke. Maya was a renowned cardiologist, celebrated for her groundbreaking work and compassionate care. She had come to London for a medical conference and decided to take a tour to unwind and explore the city. As Seymour led the group through the historic sites, he couldn't help but notice how Maya's eyes sparkled with curiosity and intelligence. She asked insightful questions, engaging him in conversations that made his heart race in a way that had nothing to do with the tour. By the end of the tour, Seymour felt a strong connection with Maya. Summoning all his courage, he approached her as the group dispersed. "Dr. Kapor, I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you're free this evening, perhaps we could have a cup of tea and continue our conversation." Maya's smile widened, her eyes softening. "I'd like that very much, Seymour. And please, call me Maya." They agreed to meet later at a cozy tea shop in Covent Garden. As Seymour prepared for their meeting, he found himself feeling both excited and anxious. It had been a long time since he had felt this way about anyone. When he arrived at the tea shop, Maya was already there, sitting at a corner table with 2 steaming cups of Earl Grey. "Hello, Maya," Seymour greeted her, his heart pounding. "I hope I didn't keep you waiting." "Not at all," she replied with a smile. "I was just enjoying the atmosphere. It's a lovely place, isn't it?" They spent the evening talking about their lives, dreams, and passions. Seymour shared stories from his tours and his love for history, while Maya spoke about her dedication to her patients and the challenges of her career. They discovered they had much in common, from their love of classical music to their fascination with ancient cultures. As the evening wore on, Seymour felt a deepening connection with Maya, one that he hoped would continue to grow, just as they were about to leave. An old man with a long, grey beard and piercing blue eyes entered the shop. He wore a dark cloak and carried a staff that seemed to emit an eerie glow. The man's presence was unsettling, and the atmosphere in the shop changed instantly. The lively chatter ceased, and a tense silence took its place. The man walked directly to their table, his eyes fixed on Maya. "You are Dr. Maya Kapor, the famous cardiologist," he said in a deep, gravelly voice that sent shivers down Seima's spine. Maya looked up, startled. "Yes, I am. Can I help you?" The man's lips curled into a sinister grin. "I am Magnus, the magician. I have come to cast a spell on you, as I do to all famous people who think they are untouchable." Before they could react, Magnus waved his staff, and a dark, swirling mist enveloped Maya. Seima jumped up, trying to protect her, but it was too late. The mist closed around her, and she collapsed to the floor, her eyes closing as if in a deep sleep. Seima knelt beside her, his heart pounding with fear and desperation. "Maya, are you all right?" Maya's eyes fluttered open, but they looked different, almost lifeless. "Seima, I feel so weak," she whispered, her voice barely audible. Magnus laughed, a cold, hollow sound that echoed through the shop. "She is under my spell. Only a true act of love can break it. But I doubt you will succeed. Farewell." With that, Magnus vanished, leaving behind a chill that seemed to seep into Seima's very bones. He knew he had to act quickly if there was any hope of saving Maya. He lifted her gently and rushed to the nearest hospital. The doctors were baffled by her condition. Despite all their tests and examinations, they could find nothing physically wrong with her. Desperate and determined, Seima remembered an old bookshop he had once stumbled upon in a hidden alleyway near Charing Cross. The owner, Ilara, was known to possess ancient knowledge about magic and spells. Clinging to the hope that she could help, he left the hospital and made his way to the shop. The bookshop was dimly lit and filled with the scent of aged paper and mystery. Ilara, a wise old woman with kind eyes, listened intently as Seima recounted the events that had led him there. She nodded slowly, her expression grave. "This is indeed dark magic," she said. "But love is the most powerful force in the universe. You must show Maya how much you care for her. Only then can the spell be broken." Armed with Ilara's advice and a renewed sense of determination, Seima returned to the hospital. He spent every moment he could by Maya's side, holding her hand and speaking to her softly. He brought her flowers, read her favorite books, and shared stories of their time together. He poured his heart into every word, hoping that his love would be enough to reach her. Days turned into weeks, and though Maya's condition did not improve, Seima never lost hope. He knew that breaking the spell would not be easy, but he refused to give up. His love for Maya grew stronger with each passing day, fueled by the memories of their conversations and the dreams they had shared. One evening, as the sun set over the city, casting a golden glow through the hospital window, Seima held Maya's hand and looked deeply into her eyes. "Maya, I love you," he whispered, his voice filled with emotion. I believe in us. Please, come back to me. At that moment, a warm, radiant light surrounded Maya. The darkness in her eyes began to fade, and she took a deep, shuddering breath. Her eyes fluttered open, and she looked at Seima with clarity and recognition. Seima? She said weakly, her voice trembling. Seima's heart leapt with joy. Maya, you're back. Tears of relief and happiness streamed down his face as he held her close. The spell was broken, defeated by the power of true love. Over the next few weeks, Maya regained her strength, and the doctors marveled at her miraculous recovery. She returned to her work with a renewed sense of purpose and gratitude for the life she had been given. Seima and Maya's bond deepened as they navigated their way through this extraordinary experience. They became inseparable, their love growing stronger with each passing day. Seima continued his tours, often sharing the incredible story of how love had triumphed over dark magic with the tourists who eagerly listened. It became one of the most cherished tales among his many stories, a reminder of the power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. Maya and Seima's relationship blossomed, and they supported each other in their respective careers. Maya's work as a cardiologist flourished, and she continued to save lives and inspire those around her. Seima found new joy in his tours. Knowing that he had found someone who understood and appreciated his passion for history and storytelling, their love story became a legend in London, a tale of magic and romance that captivated the hearts of many. Seima and Maya knew that they had been given a second chance, and they cherished every moment together. They often visited the places they had been to on that fateful day, each visit a celebration of their love and the magical bond that had brought them together. One evening, as they strolled hand in hand along the Thames, watching the city lights reflect on the water, Seima turned to Maya and said, I still can't believe we've come so far. It feels like a dream. Maya smiled, her eyes twinkling with love and happiness. It's our dream, Seima. And as long as we're together, nothing can break it. They kissed under the stars, their hearts filled with love and gratitude for the journey they had shared. Seima knew that life would always have its challenges, but with Maya by his side, he felt ready to face anything. Their love had triumphed over darkness, and it would continue to shine brightly, lighting their path for all the days to come. And so, in the heart of London, amidst the history and magic of the city, Seima and Maya's love story continued, a testament to the power of love and the magic that can be found in the most unexpected places.